Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Coming after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down.
Red 54.
Going to the running game. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
Ready?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Move.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and you could tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gainer.
And the defense drags him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Newton. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense.
Hound 55 weak. Go!
He'll keep it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Ready
They'll
up.
start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Cobra.
They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out. Touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Looking to throw it, Young. Forget the kick, he's gonna throw it. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Let's go.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to pass on second down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Ready, set.
Offense set on first down.
Igloo. Ready.
Dropping back, it's Young. They're trying to get to him. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. They'll snap it from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
On the
They're
double.
just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown! Youngstown State University of New Jersey.
Yeah, and how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Ready.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Green 25.
They'll try the run, using the spin move. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's loose. The 20, inside the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
2-point conversion attempt is coming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield, it's Young. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
White 29.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone, it's golden. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
Got it.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Slab. Thin.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone.
On the ready.
The offense set for a 1st down play.
Set. Hut.
It's a flea flicker. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. And he will house it.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Newton. Getting some heat. Fires downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Quick handoff.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10.
Blue 85! Blue 85!
He's gonna pass. Unleashes one. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Ready.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Lasso. Ready, go.
Give to Brown. Runs through the tackle. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Clear.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On the
They've
double.
changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work.
Pound 55.
Looking for a man. It's Young. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On second down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron. Ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Let's go, Brady.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking to scramble. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. To throw, it's Young. He wants a big play here late. It's complete. Nothing but green ahead. And it's a touchdown.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He's looking to pass. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first downs. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
He's got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down.
Set.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Flips it out to the back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Back to pass, it's Young. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the quarterback takes a knee. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like